Welcome to this week's edition. It'd be the week 3 or week 4 edition, technically.
This would technically be
week 3, right?
This is the week 3 power rankings heading into week 4.
There we go. Welcome to the week 3 editions in 2019 of a Fantasy League's power ranking show.
This week was pretty fucking spicy. Not in the scoreboards wise, but the fucking everything that happened around the league throughout the week has been pretty crazy.
The top 3 picks in this year's draft were all traded in the same week. That's fucking incredible. I've never seen that happen.
And it's only week 3.
Yeah, only week 3. We had teams our people straight up tear down their teams and have whole new rosters out there, whole new lineups.
Yep.
It worked in some cases, didn't work in others. Fuck. Should we just start it off?
Might as well.
I'll let you take it from here.
Well, I kind of have to come in at 8. Second lowest scoring team this year so far.
Dropped 2 spots.
1 and 2. Tied with like fucking 10 people.
Yeah.
With 1 and 2. fucking
like an whole league's 1 and 2.
Traded away Kamara in a trade that I don't remember happening, but I'll stand by it because it's gonna help. It'll be okay. Aaron Jones has to fucking be good. If he's bad, I'm fucked.
Yeah, you kind of need Montgomery to kick it into gear sometime soon, too.
Yeah, and my thought process behind pretty much the whole thing is that when Melvin Gordon comes back, I'll be fucking solid.
Yeah.
And
think that'll be on the Chargers?
Fuck. I don't know. I mean...
Hopefully not in your case, because he comes back sooner, but...
Yeah, I hope he gets traded as soon as possible, but...
Wonder what that role looks like with Eckler being as good as he's been, too.
Yeah, and, I mean, fucking... 6 teams make the playoffs, all I need to do is just squeak by. Alex proved that last year.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not worried about waiting on Melvin Gordon, and those receivers are fucking dogs.
You got some good wideouts.
They're pretty, fucking
TJ
Ridley
Hockenson.
Shit the bed. Hollywood Brown shit the bed, and TJ Hockenson is the biggest bum in the history of fantasy football.
Man, you should have seen this fucker's reaction on Sunday when he realized TJ Hockenson had 1 catch for 1 yard. Holy fuck. He was not happy.
Yeah, I can only imagine, man. Last year I had Kelsey in every league I was in, and I was not worried about the tight end spot, and I fucking was loving life. And this year, yeah, it's TJ Hockenson. And I didn't even have him in week 1 when he went for 22. So, fucking sick. So, yeah, that's where we're going to go with that. I'm going to say bad luck, but really, my high-scoring week has been, 116 or 118?
Yeah. Have you broken 120? Oh, no, you broke.
Yeah.
You beat me.
When I beat you, I broke. I think I had 123 or some shit.
Yeah,
like that.
it was maybe, yeah.
But that's still pitiful. Last year, my lowest-scoring week was 126. So
damn, that's a...
Talk
about a turnaround.
It sucks.
I don't know. You still got Mahomes, though. You still got a good group of receivers.
Yep.
You got room for a move. Aaron Jones, I'm kind of iffy on him. Not iffy.
Yeah, I'm iffy on him.
I like Aaron Jones, but I'm just worried about the coach said it was going to be a timeshare going into this week going forward, and he was not wrong. Aaron Jones doesn't score one of those touchdowns, and that week is that's single digits.
Yeah.
I am worried about him, but I did like him going into the year. He's got opportunity for sure. Jesus, you all right?
That shit's so burnt.
Yeah, it's bad. Let me hit it, though. I'll just make sure it's all right.
God, it's disgusting.
I thought it might have been gone. Yeah, that shit was not tasting good.
So this year we're going public videos, so we are sponsored by Water, Ice Mountain.
Yep, sponsored by Water and Taco Bell, Baja Blast.
Yeah, we don't want to say anything stupid on public YouTube.
No, we never would.
We have professional careers to get by with podcasts and shit. But anyway,
so you're number 8.
Enough about that gay shit.
Enough about that. You never want to say anything unprofessional. Coming in at number 7. Now, there was actually talks about maybe moving him up another spot, but realistically, you had more points this week than you did the first 2 weeks combined, and you tore your whole team down. It worked this week. We don't know how it'll be going forward. Number 7 is Wilson.
Yep.
And I like the moves that he made. I like how his team looks a lot better right now. I can't believe he didn't play Brandon Cooks, but it wasn't a terrible move. I mean, obviously, Galladay's not getting you 2.7 every week. And you play him against Philly. You play Hilton. You play Evans. I can't believe you almost sat him. And then that would have been a huge mistake.
Yeah, he got fucking bonkers.
Yeah, man. He was due, and he fucking came out. But I would have played him over Aguilar, but obviously every other Philly receiver was hurt. so
Yeah.
it's not a bad play at all. And he had 2 touchdowns, so like he scored more. Put Cooks in that lineup. I mean, you got a good group of receivers. Mark Ingram's a stud. I told you before I made that trade with him how I didn't want to trade Ingram yet because his value was going to go up after that Chiefs game.
Yeah.
I didn't think his value would go up that much. Like 3 touchdowns is 3 fucking touchdowns.
Yeah, that Baltimore offense is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah,
And
like
they've got a pretty cake schedule after like week 6 or 7, I think, which means Ingram time. He's
absolutely
gonna run the ball a lot more than he fucking has in the first 3 weeks.
right. And it looks like he's back to full health now. And like that's the one thing
That's huge.
I was worried about someone swooping in, like one of either Gus Edwards or who's the other guy?
Oh, fucking
Some bum.
yeah.
But like one of those 2 guys, just Justice Hill.
Yeah, that's
The rookie they drafted. So actually, like it's a rookie they drafted in like the 3rd or 4th round. I was
Yeah.
kind of worried about that, just because Baltimore likes their timeshares. But I loved Ingram going into the year. This is why played a bad defense. He tore him up. Dude's gonna be a stud all year on a good offense. I gave up the farm for McCaffrey, who he traded, the number 2 pick.
Yep.
I think that trade was really good for both sides.
Yeah, it made sense for both sides, and there's really no loss there.
Yep.
As of right now, unless injury bears, which nobody can fucking predict.
Because a lot of the guys I
Right.
traded him were like Ty, Kittle, fucking Ingram, Freeman, Brady. He played all 5 of those guys this week.
Yeah,
Like
as he should have, because fuck man, if you didn't make any of those trades that you did going into this week, guess where you would be? You'd be fucking 8, terrible. You turn your team around and it's looking good for you.
absolutely. Like
And I mean, the only reason we can't move you up a spot, we couldn't justifiably move you up a spot is because it could be a fluke.
absolutely.
And it's
Absolutely.
very unpredictable. And after showing out and balling out for 1 week, I mean,
Like his team does look better,
yeah,
and he had a fucking great week. But the fact of the matter is, he had like that crazy stat of him having more points this week than the first 2 weeks combined.
yeah,
You're still the lowest scoring team, even though you had the highest scoring week.
yeah.
Like,
it had to be done.
yep. Like I was the one who wanted to kind of move you up, but you can't really be over anyone else above you, just because of those first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And the trade could be a fluke. Like I'm still a Freeman believer. Like I know I was trying to sell him to everybody and anybody that would take him, but I don't think that was just a throw-in for you. Like I think that he's your RB2 right now, or Sony Michel, who's actually a fucking bum. Like he's not terrible either.
Yeah,
He's Kittle is still that dude is fucking due. Like I still believe in him. I love Waller. That's another reason I made that trade with you because I like him more. I liked him more going into this week. Like not than I do now, but like more than anybody else probably does now. Like
yeah.
I loved Waller. I didn't think he'd go for like obviously the Raiders suck, but I didn't think he'd go for 13 and 134.
Yeah,
Like-
and the Vikings fucking.
He might like he's the Raiders, him and Tyrell, but Waller's better at being open than Tyrell.
Yeah,
But yeah, I like Wilson's team going forward. Coming in at number 6, we've got
Bachman.
a frowny face.
I
Moving
got-
down 2 spots is probably gonna. He's moved down 2. Is it? Or no, he was 3 week 1. So
Yeah.
you're on a decline.
He's
but
on a steady decline.
that's
but-
just because you're on a losing streak, though.
yeah, like losing 2 in a row. We couldn't have you stay at 4, and
Right.
we couldn't have you just go down 1 with the other teams winning. Like you're on a 2-game losing streak. Not entirely your fault. Bad luck. You had 130 something, I believe, this week.
No, he's got 130. He didn't have a bad week.
No,
by
I
any
was
means.
I was dogging Mixon hard after week 2. I was calling him a fucking bum, saying he sucks. He finally got in the end zone. He caught the ball out of the backfield. Like he had a good week, which is
I
huge.
still like Mixon.
Yeah. I just
I just don't like the Bengals.
yeah. And John Ross, I hope this week shows you what John Ross really is.
Yeah.
Like
Well, he's a boomer. I mean, John Ross in 2019 is what Deshaun Jackson, I guess, still is and was 10 years ago.
yeah.
Like, he's going to be boom or bust. And, like, I kind of saw it. I didn't see 1.2. I didn't see him fumbling. But I saw something like this coming because Buffalo's one of those they're a really good defense.
Yeah.
They're not going to let John Ross beat him with the big plays.
No.
Hey, props to your Bengals for almost winning that game, though. Like, that's a tough game. I'm surprised the Bengals have been close in the games they've been close in.
Yeah.
But not what this show is about. But Cooper Kupp is a stud. He might be the guy to own. And
Yeah, out of in
I
those
don't-
receivers.
Yeah, he might. I think Woods is the clear-cut number 3, and I was wrong about that going into the year.
Yeah, I thought Woods was my favorite going into the season.
Yeah.
Like I fucking love Woods, and this year, like watching that Rams team and just
Mhm.
watching the way Goff spreads that ball out, man, it's Cooper Kupp's the guy.
Cooper Kupp's the guy, and I still like Cooks a lot.
Yeah,
Like, I think Kupp and Cooks are the ones you're going to start. Kupp and Cooks. And then you still got Hopkins. I mean, you really only got one flex spot to worry about. You got 2 this week because you got the early bye with Le'Veon.
yeah. And then when AJ Green comes back, man, you got a squad.
That Le'Veon bye is actually really helpful for you because that offense is going to be better when Darnold comes back.
Yeah,
Like, the Jets are a better. Like, Sam Darnold's not that great, but the guys they've got in right now are fucking trash.
yeah.
So like,
And they had Simeon come in, and the fucker broke his leg, so they just like hired this guy for like took this guy from Walmart and said, "Bro, like
just
come play quarterback."
fuck.
Like it'll help. Like Le'Veon week 1 is what he should be going forward in the rest of the year.
Yep, and like I'm not super high on AJ Green even when he comes back. Obviously he's going to be started, and I really don't like. I'm not saying he's not going to be like. I just don't think he's going to be like a stud.
Yeah.
And I think that has to do with Boyd showing improvement. Like he's good. I was wrong about Boyd. Solid wide receiver 2. And you got Fitz, and Fitz is produced every single week. This is the first week he wasn't over 100, and he had a touchdown. I like Fitz. The rest of your bench sucks, even though like I still have hope that Singletary at some point will take that job completely.
Yeah.
He's been hurt.
But like and when he did get his opportunities, he didn't make the most of it, but he didn't look bad. It's just
Yeah.
bad situations, like bad blocking. It's nothing he can really control.
Mm-hmm.
And Frank Gore is just Frank Gore.
Yeah.
No matter where he goes, he's going to be a fucking vulture.
It's who he is, man. That man's been on so many teams. You know he's 5th all time in rushing yards.
Yeah.
Like, when is Frank Gore gonna fucking retire?
Yeah, he's like, I want that number 1 spot, bro.
Who's gonna retire first, Frank Gore or Tom Brady? Like,
Facts. Dear God.
but so you're number 6, Bach. But you're not in a bad spot. You have to win this week, though. We all have to. I mean, everyone who's 1 and 2 has to win this week. I guess you could say for everybody.
Yeah.
And then at number 5 that's gonna be me. And I had a case for myself at number 4, but I couldn't do it because, and the reason I wanted to do number 4 was only because of obviously all the 1 and 2 teams are going to be first. So obviously Danny's 4th.
Yeah.
And it's because of the Saquon injury. Like,
Yeah.
that's the only reason. Like,
And that is huge, man. Danny, just when we thought your luck was turning, you were about to
Really,
go
man.
crazy in this league. You made a big trade, helped out your squad, fucking solidified those starting positions,
I really feel for him.
and here comes that Saquon injury.
I'm going to say, we're really going to have to dive deep on just how bad we feel for Danny.
Yeah.
Just real quick, I'll hit
We got to
this.
get this 5 out of the way, though.
Yeah,
Like,
we got to get me out of the way.
like-
No one wants to hear me talk about myself. I love to do it. But Watson, top 3 to 4, 5 QB stud. Chubb, McCaffrey, Mack, Fournette. That's nasty. Devontae Adams hasn't done shit yet. He's going to pop off at some point.
I disagree, but
Yeah.
he's kind of a pussy.
And then I love Darren Waller. I think he's going to finish the year as a top 4 tight end. I think he'll be the best tight end not named Kittle, Ertz, or Kelsey.
Besides TJ. Fucking, yeah, that's very possible. He catches the ball a lot. And fucking watching that first half of that game, he looked good.
Yeah.
And he's obviously Carr's favorite target.
Yeah, no, for sure. And
Like-
Carr loves his tight ends this past couple of years. Like Jared Cook, I don't fuck what he's been doing. I can't believe he's been so bad this year. Like, he was Carr's guy last year, and I think Waller, like I can't say he's better than Jared Cook. He's been, he's had 3 games where he's been like a target
Yeah.
in his career. It's been this year, but like I think he's more talented. I think he's like of a physical freak. He's more of a mismatch.
Yeah.
So I think Waller hasn't scored yet. And he's as of right now, he's the 5th ranked tight end without a touchdown. So I fuck with him a lot.
And and I guess the most iffy part is Juju, which, in my opinion, I think the Saints losing Drew Brees is a lot more hurtful to their guys than the Steelers losing Big Ben.
See, it depends. I agree because I don't think it hurts Kamara that much, and I think Teddy's obviously the better
Yeah, like
quarterback out of
Kamara's
the two.
obviously an exception.
But like I think, like with Juju, I like Juju, and like I still really like Juju because I think this team's gonna be bad now, and I think the garbage time will be there.
And Mason Rudolph still has time to improve.
And he's not terrible. Like
Yeah.
he's not that.
All he
bad.
needs to do is just make plays. Like it's
Yeah.
not It's not like Pittsburgh needs to win games for the guys to go off.
But
Like,
Juju did only have 3 catches, and one of them was like a 70-yard touchdown. Like
Yeah.
there's room for concern. I'm still starting him this week confidently. He plays the Bengals, and I think like I'm not gonna sit him against the Bengals.
Yeah,
I
that's
fucking love Scary Terry.
oh yeah.
Like that's
Oh yeah, that dude's
like,
a dog.
there were like initial reactions when you see that trade I made with like him, like getting Waller and McLaurin back was big for me.
Yeah.
And I knew like Wilson probably didn't really give a shit about having those two guys because he needed guys that were he couldn't like be iffy
Take
out.
chance on.
Yeah, like obviously, like you're still taking Kittle over Waller. I'm not even like saying anything near close to that.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, like Wilson needed, like obviously he's gonna need a guy like Kittle. Like Kittle's gonna more than likely have a better game against Pittsburgh than Waller against Minnesota.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 times I would think that would happen. It didn't, or 9 out of 10, and it didn't happen this one.
Yeah.
Like I love Scary Terry though. Like if Juju ends up being a bum, I think I can put McLaurin in my lineup. Allen Robinson is solid if I need to play him. Even though he only had 6 for 60, I liked him. Like I like that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Like
as
there's
long-
not like Taylor Gabriel catching 3 touchdowns is so fucking fluky.
right,
Like,
and the
that's-
targets are always there for A-Rod.
Yeah.
He's the only guy on the Bears you can say that about.
Yeah.
Cohen sucks. Jeffrey is hurt. He's another guy like he's kind of like A-Rod. You know, like I view him in that sense. I'm not loving if I'm playing him in an 8-man league.
Yeah.
But if I have to, it's fine because my running backs are fucking sick. Enough about me. Let's move on to number 4. Moving down one spot. I'm gonna pull up his team now. What it looks like at this moment. Danny, we fucking feel for you, man.
Oh yeah, dude, it's fucking
like, and the reason, and Luke made a good point. Like, you started the year. He was at where did he start the year at? He lost week 1, so I think he was 4.
yeah.
Then he was 3, and then
That's week 2. But
he went from 4, 3. He was the highest ranked 0-1 team.
yeah.
Then he moved up a spot after a win. He was the highest ranked 1-1 team.
Yep. And we were arguing or we were talking whether to put him at 2 or whether to keep him at 3 last week.
Because he had 2 really, really good weeks, but
Yeah.
we couldn't have him at 1-1
Yeah.
and 2. Another reason we had him at 4 is because, like, dude, there's a chance that you start sliding hard again.
Yeah.
And Damian Williams might not play this week, and if he does, there's no way that it's not at least a 50% timeshare with McCoy at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's being generous.
like Curtis Samuel, like I think he scored last week. That dude did throw 4 touchdowns. He was decent last week. I'm still not high on him at all. Josh Gordon, you know I have the biggest Josh Gordon boner on the planet, and I still don't like Godwin. Like we said, we hyped Godwin last week, and I'm still kind of high on Godwin. But like, it just looks so much better when you put Tyreek and Saquon in there, or even just Saquon, and you bumped Curtis Samuel out of that lineup.
Yeah.
Like I feel so much better about it, but now it's like Gurley looked like he plays Tampa this week. Thank God for you. Hopefully he does bad because he played me. But like, dude, like if Damian Williams doesn't play hypothetically, I was saying this to Luke last night as my point is why you should be at 5. You don't have a guy you can play
yeah.
because you can't play Saquon, and Tevin Coleman's been out the last couple games, and if you do play him, that's a 4 running back fucking committee at that point with Coleman coming back. Like, dude, I really feel for you because you put Saquon in that lineup and that team is nasty.
And
But-
the thing that's gonna fuck you
and Tyreek.
big time is that you've put up so much points this week that in ESPN you're the highest ranked 1 and 2 team. So that fucks you in the waiver order.
Yeah,
So not having that fucking handcuff is huge.
yeah. Like, I mean, Gallman won't.
And
be
I
there.
guarantee there's 4 guys in front of you, and I guarantee at least 2 or 3 of them have Gallman in their waivers.
Yeah,
I don't know what the priority is. I'm assuming it's number 1.
we're making this at 3:08, so the waivers haven't gone through yet. Or it's 3:08 right now, and I have Gallman as my second priority. I can obviously it's not going to affect anything.
Yeah.
Gallman's my second priority. I have the the Chargers defense as my first.
Yeah.
Like but if Chargers defense doesn't get to me, like I'm taking Gallman.
Yeah.
Like I mean Saquon, they said that it could be 8 weeks, or not 8 weeks, but like close to it. He'd
It's
be back
like-
in like week 11 after their bye.
It's like 6 to 8, I think they said.
Oh,
Initially it was 4 to 6, and then today they came out and said 4.
and like let's say
6 to
Saquon
8.
is a freak and like plays through pain, and the Giants are like decent
Yeah.
somehow. Like I mean Danny Dimes baby, but even then like that's a month. And who knows when Tyreek's coming back? But the way those other guys have looked, they're not going to rush him back.
No.
Like
Like
Danny,
they don't need to.
Danny, my guy. Like what I'm hoping happens for you. Not this week. I really do want to beat you. It's gonna be tough to put you at 1-3, but I'm gonna have to do it. And I just want like Lamar to carry you. Like you can and just like Lamar, Michael Thomas, and Gurley could turn it around. Like there's still like you still have a path. You know what I mean? Like he could still survive this. And
Yeah.
maintain 500, sneak into the playoffs, get Tyreek and Saquon back at the perfect time.
Yeah, like that's all he needs to do.
Like he still has title hopes for sure. Like it's not like Danny's hopes are just gone.
Yeah.
But like Danny's team took a big fucking hit. Like there's a chance that Danny's gonna be 1-5.
And a lot of times that sucks with this fantasy football shit is once you get that one injury,
Yep.
it always seems to become another one.
Well, and here's the thing too. Danny, his running back one now that Saquon's out is Gurley.
Yeah.
Like
That
that
was a nasty RB too.
He's a nasty RB2. Well, and it's like not even hating on like him being the RB1. My thing is that's the biggest injury risk at running back out of all the people who haven't been hurt yet.
Yeah.
Like I mean that dude is like I've said before, ticking time bomb. Like and he doesn't look good this year.
Yeah, and the Rams are doing a good job at like giving him fucking breaks and not fucking
Yeah.
not putting him out there too much, not making him the fucking workhorse like
Which-
he was last year.
Yeah, and like
Which
they
is good
should.
on their part, but
Yep.
at the same time, like
Doesn't help you in fantasy. Like it's a
Like-
good it's a good business decision and football decision for the
Yeah.
Rams. It doesn't help you if you're rostering Gurley.
what makes Gurley is if you watch any of those Rams games last year, man, he was in the play
Yeah.
90% of the time.
And he was just and he ran different.
Like he was going for that extra 3 to 4 yards. And
every
when
time.
he goes for that extra 3 to 4,
And he caught the ball.
like
That's the thing.
5% of the time he's breaking off that touchdown.
And the thing is, he caught the ball so much more last year.
Yeah.
Like, oh man,
It's-
Danny, I fucking feel for you, dude. Like, I just hope that you can survive. Obviously not this week, but like, I hope that you can survive because you put together a really good team. I thought you made a really good trade. Like, trading for Saquon. You gave up what you gave up, but you got Saquon fucking Barkley. You got the first pick. And you got Tyreek back.
Yeah.
Like, you were sitting pretty, and then all of a sudden, like, you were sitting pretty, you're like, when Tyreek comes back, I'm fucking nasty. And now you're sitting there like, dude, I need these guys to come back or I am screwed.
Yeah.
And that's a way different place to be sitting than we thought you were going to be 72 hours ago. Like, I fucking feel for you. Because you have got the worst luck of all time. Close to it, anyway, in this league. You also kind of suck. But I could not say it. Number 3. Last week he was 5. He's the lowest ranked 2-1 team, as he should be, but he's 2-1, and this dude just wins.
Yep. That's all he does. He's
Like,
so fucking lucky.
whether it be lucky, whether it not be, I'm averaging more points than Ben this year. Kyle's averaging more points than Ben this year.
And if it's not the luckiest thing in the world to trade away the number 1 pick in fantasy football and have him get injured that same week,
It's unbelievable, man.
I don't know
It's
what you could have
unbelievable. Like,
said.
I can't believe
man.
it, man. Like, and fucking props to you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like,
and you knew
I
you
can't
had to
hate
make
it.
a move. And like, who would have thought that you're making that trade? Like, I guarantee you, the talks at their house were Danny probably offered that for Dalvin Cook, or close to a version of that. And then he said, "No, I'll give you Saquon. I want Dalvin." Because Vikings fan, and Dalvin's been a fucking dog. He is like a top 3 running back right now.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck. And he looks like one, like, just talent-wise. He's a fucking beast. Not what we're talking about. But, dude, like, trade Saquon, you get a haul for him, and the guy gets hurt. like,
Man, dude, like, the shit, there's, like, the biggest thing I have to say about your team, Ben. Please, for the love of God, this doesn't matter. Obviously, it doesn't matter at all. Drop Jordan Howard. Like, just please do it. It makes me so mad.
Dude, and will you drop Corey Davis, too?
Oh, my God, they're both bums.
Actually,
I won't pick him up. I promise. I won't pick him up.
Yeah, no,
I'm
guarantee
ranked
you.
8, man. I'm ranked 8, and I would not have Jordan Howard on my roster. I promise you that.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, his team, after that trade he made with Danny, with how good Dalvin's been, you need a fucking quarterback, dude. You got to give up on Baker.
Yeah, it's about time.
And they're in Baltimore this week. Like, you need a quarterback.
That's a terrible matchup.
But you got Ertz. Edelman's a stud. Lockett's a stud. Like, they're 2 really good flexes, in my opinion.
I respect the Kareem sit. I respect that you're sitting on Kareem right now. It's pretty funny,
it is fucking
and
funny.
it like doesn't hurt.
And he had Kareem last year too, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah,
Like,
like I'm obviously like pro rape, like I guess, because I'm still rostering Antonio Brown. But you're pro like kicking women in the head, and I respect it.
respect, man. Fucking Edelman's a stud.
Edelman,
He's a
Lockett
flex.
turning back into what we know he is.
Yep, Watkins. You can't go wrong starting the number one receiver in Kansas City.
No,
Like,
it's the Chiefs.
he hasn't scored the last 2 weeks, which really surprises me, but it's probably because defenses are focusing on him.
Yeah,
Now those other two guys, I think it's Hardman and Robinson, and you have Robinson on your bench. I think they both scored last week again.
yeah.
Like, yeah, Watkins. Will be
Like once they know, like once they realize Mahomes can hit anybody, they're not just gonna single one guy out and just leave the other guy single covered. Like,
which they have the last couple weeks. And
Yeah.
these dudes are fucking like so fast.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's like they just have like mini Tyreeks just sitting on the bench for when Tyreek gets hurt.
yeah, like, it's like they saw it coming almost. It's
Man.
so stupid.
But yeah, he's got a solid team. Like I feel like as of right now, at least, it's not.
It's not like last year where we were just dogging this dude's team and he just kept winning.
Yeah.
There's actually justification behind these wins.
Yeah, I would just say like your quarterback sucks and your lineup looks good and your bench sucks.
Yeah.
Like you have a good lineup, you have a bad quarterback, and you have a bad bench. That's about where it comes from. That's about all it is. And your bench could look a lot better if you make a couple of decent waiver moves.
Yep.
Like dropping Corey Davis and Jordan Howard, and your team looks a lot better.
Yep.
Well, we don't have to spend too much time on him.
No, he's fuck.
Number 2, Ben might have a case for being number 2 just because of Alex's performance this week.
Yep.
But I still like Alex's team, and he went crazy those first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Alex, you're at number 2. I gotta go look at his roster again. He is is he the only person? Him and Victor are the only two that haven't made a trade yet, right?
Yeah.
Him and Victor are the only two teams that have not made a trade.
And they're the only two above 400 points total scored.
Yep, and they're the 1 and 2 ranked teams.
Yep.
Like,
And they got a big matchup against each other this week.
that's huge. We need Alex to win that.
You do.
Like, Alex, you got to take care of business for us.
This is out of division play. This is where things get fucking interesting.
Yeah, if Victor goes 4-0 and we got the rest of the division sitting at 1-3 or 2-2, like, fuck. Like I was saying that to Alex. I'm like, I need you to win, bro. Like, with that 0-2 start, like I might be in some trouble when it comes to our division.
Yeah. And like, fuck, man. James Conner's been kind of shitty. I'm not losing faith in him. He's got a great matchup against Cincinnati.
I loved Connor. Yep, the great matchup. I loved Connor going into the year, as you guys know. I've lost a little bit of faith just because he had 10 carries week 1, 11 carries week 2, 13 carries week 3. Other than that, like I still like the guy's talent.
Like, dude,
4 catches, 3 catches, 4 catches, respectively in these first 3 games.
like the fact that as of right now your number 1 receiver is Tyler Boyd, and the fact that you're ranked number 2 just blows my mind.
Well, and the thing
And
with
like
him too,
DJ
like
Chark has been going crazy, but like
Diggs sucks this year.
yeah, he's been terrible.
He is bad. Chark has been going nuts, and Boyd has been solid. Like I said earlier, I was wrong about him. Like Alex is definitely smart for playing Boyd.
Yeah.
Like because he's gonna get him catches.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how many Boyd might score 2 touchdowns this year, but like
He'll probably be a 1,000-yard receiver if he keeps this shit.
he
up.
will. He's on pace for 100 catches for sure, if not more.
Yeah.
I think he had 6 catches this week, and that was his lowest total. He's got 24 catches through 3 games.
Yeah, and he's got like his 3 like top receivers right now: Boyd, Chark, and Sanders. And those 3 guys are just like they're having good years.
Yeah, they are, but like there's also a lot of guys that always early.
Yeah.
You know, and like
Like like Ridley last year.
I think Chark might be one of those guys.
Yeah.
Like, but I like Chark going forward actually because I like Minshew or Minch. How do you say it?
Minshew.
Minshew.
He's a savage.
Yeah,
I love that dude.
I'm not worried about Josh Jacobs after the Minnesota performance either. He was there. He's got injuries he's dealing with, and he was sick last week. And that game got out of hand quick.
Yeah.
And he for some reason they don't have him in on passing downs. They should. I don't know why they don't. If he's injured, I get why. Going forward, they need to. Gruden's an idiot for that. But yeah, like the only thing I would say is your receivers are still bad, and Connor and Eckler are 2 guys that because Eckler if Melvin Gordon comes back for the Chargers, it'll be halfway through the year.
Yeah.
Eckler will not be. He'll possibly be flex worthy.
Yeah. And at that point, you have James White. You can just plug in, which
it's true.
Won't be the
That
same.
is true.
It won't be the same as Eckler now, but it'll be a step over Eckler when Melvin Gordon's back.
Absolutely. And James White, if he wasn't on your team, he'd be in. Oh shit! You see that thing?
Yep, I got it.
He's gonna kill a spider quick. I'll keep talking. But last week's ranks. Spider's dead. You get him?
I don't think so.
Fuck. Never mind. Spider's not dead. He missed. No, but Alex, I think that you got to try and trade one of those running backs. I think, and I would say it's probably got to be Connor or Jacobs. Maybe Eckler. If someone will give you a high price for Eckler, I think you should take it, especially if it's a wideout. But Spider's dead now, guys. But if someone will give you a high price at wideout for Eckler, I think you should do it, just because you know what's going to happen halfway through the year.
Yeah.
But I also understand waiting and using him because he's been an RB1.
Yeah.
Like if I were you, I'd keep him probably. But I'm saying you got to trade any of those backs that's not Zeke and try and get a receiver.
Yeah.
Like
And this is the week after this week we'll really be able to tell what those receivers are really made of.
Yep.
I guess I should say because
that's a quarter of the year. Like that's an honest sample.
yeah.
And you can kind of see where things are headed a lot better. I think after 3 games, after week 4, I think is when it's all right. You kind of have an idea, unless it's rookies who tend to bloom later.
Yeah.
Other than that, and now it's also going to be nice too to see Dak against real competition.
Yeah. It's fucking playing the Giants, Redskins, and Dolphins. Your first 3 weeks is
which props to you for starting him. Good shit. He's
Yeah.
been I think he might be QB1 right now, honestly, number 3. And so yeah, but there's also a chance that week 5 ends, not this week, but next week is over, and we're sitting here talking about how bad Alex needs a quarterback.
yeah.
So that could happen too. That's enough time spent on him, I think.
Yeah.
We got to get to the only undefeated team left. Who would have thought that if anyone's going to win the division, and that's not me, it'd be Victor.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
And there was, still to this fucking day, I hate David Johnson, but he's he hasn't had a bad year. He's not a top 10 running back right now, but you don't need him to be. I mean, you got fucking.
He's actually
Kerryon
ranked
went
number
nuts.
9.
Is he?
Yeah, dude, I like David Johnson, man. I think he's an RB1.
I think he's a fag. Sorry. The Julio Keenan Allen are fucking. That duo is fucking nasty. They both fucking are going nuts this year. That's the number 1 and 2 ranked receiver so far.
Yeah, is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know Julio is too. Keenan Allen has been fucking sick. I hate that I'm saying this in this video because I know this is going to drive his trade value up for you, but I think last week probably did it enough.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen's a dog. Evan Ingram is the number 1 ranked tight end right now. He has been fucking good as fuck.
Yep.
I don't know. And I think Daniel Jones, after seeing week 1, they did play Tampa, but that looks like that with those Giants receivers, he is definitely up in their value.
Yeah. And fucking.
And with Saquon being out, they're going to throw more.
Yep. And Derrick Henry fucking just continues to get in the end zone.
Yep.
He's always getting his carries. He had 19 in week 1, 15 in week 2, 17 in week 3.
Touchdown every week.
That fucker's going to get his touches, and most of the time he's probably going to get in the end zone.
Yeah.
Because they just don't throw, and they refuse to, and that's very good.
And they should, because they also fucking have a quarterback who's terrible.
Yeah, and receivers who just suck.
Yep.
So
Henry's going to get his touches. The only thing with Henry you have to worry about is them working him into the ground. And if that's your concern as a fantasy owner, it's not like he's injury prone. It's just that they might give him the ball too much.
Yeah.
So as a fantasy owner, that's a good problem to have.
Yep.
Especially at your flex. I don't know what did Kerryon do last week. 20 carries for 36 yards. Ugh. But he still got 20 carries. I like Kerryon going into the year too.
Yep.
And then you basically have to just decide between Lindsey, Woods, Landry. He just has to pick a second flex, and his options aren't terrible.
Yeah.
Lindsey had 2 touchdowns last week.
You can skate by with that. Having a good defense and kicker is actually massive in fantasy.
Massive. It's not having to stream those 2 is huge.
Yeah.
Especially fucking, you know how pissed off I was that San Fran had a bye this week and I had to pick up another kicker? It's after putting up 0 and both, fuck. Haven't used my first, there's fucking Saquon gets hurt, there's like decent receivers out there. There's guys to pick up this week,
Yeah.
and I have to use my first waiver priority on a fucking defense.
Yeah.
Like,
And like fucking, like you look back at like most of these scores in any close game ever, or even like 15 to 20 point games. Usually the deciding factor is the kicker defense spread.
yeah, it's huge.
And you
Like,
got Goskowski and you got the Chicago D, man. You don't got to worry about either of those positions
abs-
all year,
Yep.
except for bye weeks, which fuck it,
Literally.
drop a scrub.
Like,
Like
and yeah, you got. I mean,
It's wild.
you're rostering a Dolphin right now, so like you can you definitely have guys to drop when those bye weeks come up.
oh my god, he has Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, I can't believe he has Kenyon Drake.
It's Kenyon.
That's his only bad roster spot, I'd say too.
Yeah.
Everyone
like,
else I'd want.
please drop him.
Yeah. I mean,
We won't pick him up.
Yeah, Kenyon Drake will be there. I promise. Maybe Danny will start him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, Danny, if you start Kenyon Drake at any point this year, I'm putting you at 8.
Yeah.
If anyone starts any Dolphin at this point, it's at any point this year, and it's not a receiver that somehow pops out of nowhere and goes crazy.
Yeah.
You are, even if you win, you're at least going to be the worst ranked team that won.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
telling you that right now.
Yeah,
But
Vic.
Wentz is
man,
solid.
You just fucking piped me this week.
Yeah, you 175 this week, man. Like, he is on a fucking tear. He is averaging 151.3 this year per game. Is Alex number 2?
Yeah.
He's averaging 134.7. That's crazy. It's,
Like it blows my mind. Last year, I was fucking averaging a ton. I thought I was just going nuts. Just nobody taught me. This is destroying my scoring last year.
yeah. Like, I don't think this keeps up,
Yeah,
but it could.
it could.
Like, I mean, fucking Julio and Keenan get targets, man.
Yeah, they
Like,
do.
Evan Ingram is
And they don't drop the ball.
Yep, and Evan Ingram is the guy. Like, okay, he'll finish better than Darren Waller for
Yeah.
sure. So,
Especially with the way that Daniel Jones looked.
yep. So Darren Waller is a top 5 tight end this year. Evan Ingram is ranked higher for sure. I forgot about him. Like Derrick Henry, man, at your flat. Like Derrick Henry, Kerryon Johnson, like. Those are 2 really good number 2 and 3 running backs this year right now. And like I fucking was just flat out wrong. I hated Henry going into the year. I didn't like him because he can't catch the damn ball.
Yeah,
But like, dude, he doesn't need to, and I didn't think he would. I didn't think that would work.
yeah,
Fuck, like I'm not sold on Lindsey, but Lindsey had 21 carries last week in a game that they were losing in most of the time. Like he's definitely, and he had 4 catches in every game this year. Lindsey, like. Vic, you're sitting pretty, man. Like, I don't see him not winning the division this year. Even though he's only 3-0, with all of us 2 games behind already, I don't see this team losing more than 4 games right now.
no, it's a crazy team, and it's guys that are just so consistent,
Yeah.
and they're known to be consistent,
Yeah.
and they're just popping off like crazy, and I don't see that slowing down.
Yep. Like, he might have a couple bad weeks. Like, maybe he has some fluke weeks, but, like, I think Victor's got the best team right now.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I would say.
I think, what did I say? If I've been saying Alex?
yeah,
I think it's Victor, and I don't even think it's close.
no.
Like
Especially after this fucking, like, he's just so well rounded in every single way. It's
yeah,
Like-
and there's no, like, the only question marks are fucking, like, what would be what? Like,
like his one flex spot.
quarterback? Like, I can't say Wentz is a question mark. Like, he's not he's borderline top 5, but, like, okay, cool. It's an
That's-
8-man
that's
league. It's
pushy.
fucking fine.
I think he's borderline top 10.
For fantasy?
Oh yeah, for fantasy.
I'm not talking, like, talent-wise. I'm just saying,
talent
like,
wise,
for
he's
fantasy.
borderline 15.
Okay, chill. But, like,
Wentz is garbage.
we'll have a different.
But he'll
we're
put up-
almost
he'll
at the
put up
40 mark.
numbers.
We'll argue about Wentz off the air. But, like, they throw the ball a lot, though, is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Wentz is going to put up good numbers. And he runs the ball a little bit. And in the red zone, he'll run it in. Dude, like,
Bit by a fucking spider on my back last night.
we have got spiders
Fucking
in
itches.
Greendale. It is fucked. But, fuck, Vic. If we were doing odds, right? Let's just do it real quick before we get to 40 minutes and we'll go. We'll rattle off the odds to win the championship. Vic is the favorite. At number 2, I would say, as of right now, would probably be Alex.
Yeah.
At number 3, I guess you can, at this point, you can probably say anybody. And I'd have me at number 3.
At 3, I'd probably keep Ben at 3. Have
To
you
win
at 4.
the title?
Yeah.
That's fair. I would have me at 3. I'd have Ben at 4. I would have Bachman at 5. I'd have Wilson at 6. I'd have you at 7. I'd have Danny at 8.
Yeah.
Right now, just because I think Danny is the only team right now that I'm most worried about missing the playoffs. Not that his team is bad.
Yeah, it's just the injury factor and
Yeah,
just
I think
everything playing
he
along.
could drop. He's the most likely guy to drop 4 games in a row right now,
Yeah,
just because of how his team's constructed after these after that Saquon injury.
yeah.
It sucks, but like it's where he's at, and it's not by any wrongdoing of his own, which sucks for Danny.
Itching.
We're at 40 minutes. Should we call it a wrap?
Yeah, probably should. Went a little long this week, but this is a fucking big week. Quarter of the season done after this week.
Yeah, and with all the trades, so we're sorry for running long, but we had a lot
Yeah.
to go over.
Fucking the trades. A lot of big matchups were out of the division this week,
Yeah.
and that's always a fun time of the year.
Oh yeah, this is huge because I mean, it's funny that this is the time that seems to decide, like, who wins everyone's division.
Yeah,
It's not how you do in your own division. Like I went 4-2 in the division last year.
yeah,
I lost to you, and I lost to you twice, who was my biggest like competitor.
yeah.
Like,
And pretty much all my losses came out of division.
yeah, actually, didn't you? Were you 4-2? No, yeah, weren't you 2-4 in the division?
Oh yeah, because I lost to Bachman twice.
Yeah, did you lose to Victor? Victor twice too.
Yes.
Because remember, everybody
'cause I was-
swept everybody last year.
Yeah.
That was crazy
Yeah.
in our division.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But
All right, guys.
all right.
Good luck this week. Besides Danny, who do you play?
I think I play fucking Wilson.
Wilson. Good luck
No, I
this
play
week.
Ben. Ben.
Well, Wilson plays Bachman, and I just want to tell Wilson good luck because you're essentially playing with my team. McCaffrey says he misses you, and he says thank you for sending him home. By the way, if you watch all the way through, thank you for sending McCaffrey home. Real quick, let's rattle out predictions. I'm going to say I beat Danny. I'm going to say Wilson beats Bachman. I am going to say Victor beats Alex. And I am going to say, who's the other matchup then?
Me and Ben.
I'm going to say you beat Ben.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. I think the only loss in our division is gonna be Bachman to Wilson.
I agree with that. Oh, and so, yep, I agree with that.
And we're gonna prove why the world dominates Cloud.
But also, Ben, you probably would be the favorite if Vegas picked it. I kind of picked it as an upset. And obviously, you're going to have nothing but confidence.
I'm only good as an underdog.
That's true. That's when he's at his best.
Yep.
Let's see. I mean, my first time being in that role in this league. So let's see if I can thrive or if I can even survive.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thank you for sticking with us if you did for all 42 minutes. It's fucking impressive if you did.
Yep.
And
You guys either must have shitty lives or actually like us.
yeah,
One of the two.
and it's got to be the first one.
Yeah, it's got to be the first one.
So fucking, we'll see you next week. Sorry for not doing a midweek mayhem.
Yeah, well,
Time constraints and whatnot.
yeah, there's a lot going on, but we hope everybody has a fucking great week, great day.
week and a great matchup
Fucking-
besides Danny and Ben.
Yep.
All right,
All
guys.
right. Peace.